The lesser omentum is attached on one side to the lesser curvature of the stomach and first inch of duodenum, while on the other side it is attached to the porta hepatis and extends on the back of the liver along the fissure for ligamentum venosum. The lesser omentum has a free border directed to the right. Behind this free border lies the opening into the lesser sac, or epiploic foramen. To reach this foramen, follow the gallbladder downwards. This leads you to the free border of the lesser omentum. Once you reach the free border, just push your finger behind it towards the left. It will enter into the lesser sac. With your finger in the opening, define its relations. In front of your finger is the free border of the lesser omentum, with its contents, which are the bile duct, hepatic artery, and portal vein. The portal vein is posterior to the duct and the artery. The hepatic artery is to the left of the bile duct. Behind your finger is the inferior vena cava. Below is the first part of the duodenum, and above is the liver, and in particular the caudate process of caudate lobe, which will be demonstrated soon. This is the lesser curvature of the stomach. Notice the left gastric vessels running along this curvature to anastomose with the right gastric vessels. The left gastric artery is a branch of the celiac, while the right gastric artery is a branch of the hepatic. Reflecting the lesser omentum exposes the lesser sac. This is the lesser sac. And its posterior wall is called the stomach bed because the stomach lies over it. This is the greater curvature of the stomach. The peritoneal folds attached to it are from above downwards as follows. Gastrophrenic ligament from the upper part of the fundus to the diaphragm. Gastrosplenic ligament to the spleen. Greater omentum hangs downwards on the surface of the transverse colon and small intestine. The two layers of peritoneum, which enclose the stomach, one on the anterior surface and one on the posterior surface, form the great omentum. They descend to a variable distance, then ascend again thus forming the free lower border for the greater omentum. Thus, the greater omentum is formed of 4 layers, 2 anterior and 2 posterior. The posterior 2 layers ascend to enclose the transverse colon, then continue to the inferior border of the pancreas on the posterior abdominal wall, thus forming the transverse mesocolon. This is the transverse mesocolon. Along the greater curvature of the stomach, notice the left and right gastroepiploic arteries. The left gastroepiploic artery is a branch of the splenic, while the right gastroepiploic is a branch of the gastroduodenal, which is itself a branch of the hepatic. The stomach is removed out of the body to demonstrate its parts. This is the cardiac end, where the esophagus ends. This is the lesser curvature. This is the pyloric end, showing the orifice of the pylorus and the thick muscle of the pyloric sphincter. This is the greater curvature, and this is the fundus. This is the body. This is the pyloric part, which consists of the pyloric antrum, the pyloric canal, and the pyloric sphincter. The lesser curvature is incised to open the stomach to show its lining mucosa. It consists of longitudinal rugae. This is the pyloric canal from inside. And this is the pyloric orifice, surrounded by the thick pyloric sphincter. Notice the thick muscle of the sphincter.